Hello, welcome to the presentation of Technology of Formula 1 Engine and Engine Control Unit. In this presentation, we are trying to give some brief introduction about the technology and the functionality and tools and techniques behind the Formula 1 engine and engine control unit. Presentation overview. Introduction to development motor engines, Formula 1 cars and Formula 1 engines, how is Ferrari developed the engines, how ECUs came to scene, and the engine control unit, and what is it, and ATLAS server or advanced telemetry linked analysis system. Introduction to development motor engines. Over the past few years, motor engines have become a revolution in the history of mankind. It has gone through such big improvements such that people cannot imagine how fast those engines have been improved. Formula 1 cars and Formula 1 engines. Last 60 years, Formula 1 cars and Formula 1 engines become a revolution in the history. So we have to find out how this revolution happened. It's because of today's world, Formula 1 races are the fastest and the most popular event in the sporting entertainment arena. Lots of people are investing large amount of money, and the company will do lots of experiments because they can earn well and they can use technical tools which they come across with their experiments to their overall vehicle productions. Manufactured by extraordinary human needs as byproducts such as bicycle parts, wheelchairs, boots, satellite panels, and many more. When talk about the professionals, scientists, manufacturers and designers shares their other technology like 3D animation, creating new manufacturing tools. Mainly involving companies are Ferrari, BMW or British Motor Works, Mercedes and Honda. These companies are the topmost companies in the vehicle production market. So they try to improve their product quality, they try to improve their facilities, improve inside the functionalities like brake systems, engine horsepower and suspensions. So market their trademark. Okay, let's differentiate how is Ferrari developed the engine. In here, in this diagram or table, you can see the decades that how the Ferrari developed their engine functionalities. When talk about the 1950 to 1952, the number of cylinders used is 12. But the time when it comes to the 2010, or I can say 2006 to 2010, the number of cylinders is decreased into 8. So when talk about the configuration inside the Ferrari engine, the 1950 to 1952 it became 60 degrees V, and 1960 to 1964 120 V, and 2005 it becomes 90 degrees V, and now it means in year 2010 they improved it to 90 degrees V and 32 valves. So you can see the configuration of Ferrari engines is rapidly increased and the number of cylinders is rapidly decreased. When we talk about the weight of the Ferrari engines in 1950 to 1952 and the 2006 to 2010, they have weight of 95 kilograms. But in 1999 the weight is 112 kilograms. So you can see the weight also decreased, same as the number of cylinders. So the capacity, RPM and the power are the most important parts in the engine functionalities. So in 1950 to 1952 the capacity became 1498. but in 2006 to 2010 it became 2398. So in here you can see the improvement of the capacity of Ferrari development engines. Then if we are talking about the RPM or revolution per minute, in 1950 to 1952 it is 7500, but with the time in this movement, or means year 2010, it increased rapidly to 19,000 RPM. So when we are talking about the power, or the most crucial part, most important part in a vehicle or in the engine is a power. So in 1950 to 1952 it is 315 horsepower. With the time 1960 to 1964 185, and 1999 800, 2005 880, and now it became 735 bhp. So you can see the differences between decades in 1950 to 2010. Okay, let's move to how ECU came to scene. The FIA invited manufacturers of automotive electronics in 2006 to come up with a single design of the ECU for all teams across the whole of Formula 1 to use. Okay, let's move to the most important presentation in this video. It's a slide. Formula 1 engine control units, or we can say ECUs, and how do they work, the functionality behind these controlling units. This diagram we can divide it into three main parts. As you can see, three main parts. The first part is Formula 1 car collects and transmit data from the racing track. So in this part, what will happen? Every Formula 1 car is equipped with an engine control unit, or we can say in short term ECU. A small box installed inside the car which is connected to more than 100 sensors located on the vehicle. It collects the all important data used to control the powertrain, monitor health of the system, and optimize the race setup. Then the second part of this diagram describes the team at the pit wall monitors data received. The racing data collected by the ECU is transmitted to a data server in the garage, and critical information is extracted and sent to the PCs of the technical staff and engineers located on the pit wall. This information is used to make split-second decisions during a race. Normally, in this task, they use the Microsoft technologies like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Windows XP, and they are soon to be adapted the Microsoft technologies like Microsoft Windows Vista, 2007 Microsoft Office systems, including Microsoft Office SharePoint Server 2007. Then the third part of this diagram is a garage team analyze data. At the same time, racing data is also delivered to the technical staff working in the garage. Here, data servers are set up for each race to receive and store over 1 gigabyte of information in real time for each car. The data is analyzed in depth at the track or back at the team headquarters. The data collected in real time will help the team make better and faster decisions on their racing strategy, vehicle setup, and car performance for the current and future races. So what are the technologies behind? So Microsoft use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Windows XP, and Microsoft SharePoint. Other than that, the technologies which is adapted are Microsoft Windows Vista, 2007 Microsoft Office system including Microsoft Office SharePoint Server 2007, Microsoft SQL Server 2005 and high performance computing. Okay, moving on next slide. It shows you ECU or Engine Control Unit. Through this slide I'm going to describe you how the sensors are placed inside the vehicle and how these sensors are work as it follows.